How's everybody doing, and welcome to the fish room. Today's video is going to be a part 2 to my attempt for the aquaponics. So basically guys, I'll jump right into it. It is working. I have a few things I want to talk about, but let's look at the aquaponics setup first and then I'll talk about some things after. So it's been about 2 weeks now since I started this. If you have not watched the first video, go ahead up top and check that out. Or after you watch the video, go back. I'll put it at the end as well. So right here you can see we have some growth. So what I have here, it's not aquaponics yet. This is not tied into the fish tank. Down here I have some fish. I had a bunch of large angelfish. I sold those to make some room for these guys. So these guys will be going over there. If not all of them, probably about 80% of these angels will go into that 55. Help them continue to grow. And these guys will be on my website in the next month or two. It's been really cold, so I haven't been shipping fish, but this week I'll be shipping some stuff out. Hopefully it'll be in like the 60s and 50s, so warm enough to ship. I'll be shipping some things out. But sold some fish here. I plan on pumping water from the tank to the top. But let's look at the plants. So what we have here is some mint. All I did, if you watch that video, I cut the bottoms off. I put them in the water to germinate. Some died, some thrived. So overall it's definitely working. So you can see this growth. They're actually starting to shoot up. And if you can see, I'll start pulling them out a little bit, but they're growing roots. So you see the roots there on the bottom. Some are dead, so those guys will get thrown away or they get cut off. But the idea here is they're sitting in water to germinate, and that is just the roots growing. So we have some nice growth here. These guys are pushing up towards the light. Things that I did in between this video and the last one. So any of the leaves that died, so let me find some examples. Like right here, see that black leaf right there? Things like that I'd pull off or cut off. Some here just didn't do well. They kind of just died off, they shriveled up. So as leaves were dying, I was lazy, just tossed them in the middle. I'd pull them off, drop them in there. Over here, these plants are growing, but they didn't do as well. So I found that having a shorter container with holes and they stood upright did a lot better than throwing a clump into a smaller container where they're kind of pushing on the walls. They're not standing upright because there's too much air for them to move around. But things are working out pretty well here. So what I plan on doing is pulling them all out of their holes, throwing away any dead ones, and I want to fill this up with gravel up to about here, maybe a little bit higher. I'm not sure how deep of a bed I'll do. And then I want to plant each one of those plants. So I hope this will kind of grow. It'll be in the water. I still haven't got a good answer if mint can grow year-round in water. I know you can start it in the water, you kind of germinate them, and then eventually take them out and put them in soil, let them grow. But I want these guys to be wet all the time. I talked about doing a little bit of a garden bed filter where it fills up. Once it hits the top, it flushes itself dry and keeps doing that process. I'm not sure if I'll do that. Maybe if this works really well, I'll do that in the future. But I'm going to fill it up with gravel, plant these guys, and then I'm going to do a lift tube here. I think I'm going to run it with air, whether I run it off of the sponge filter here or I do another air stone. I'm going to put an air stone inside PVC, do an elbow to the top of the tank, and let it flow in there. I'll drill a little hole. And then in the middle of the tank, I'm going to drill a hole, do a bulkhead up to about right underneath the gravel or the top of the gravel. So the gravel here will stay wet. Fish waste will get pumped up. It'll settle there. There'll be nitrates for the plants to feed off of. But that's the whole idea here. So I'm going to use the $6 worth of mint I had, whatever grew and it's doing well. And as this is growing, it's a stem plant. So right here, I could cut that plant again and start this over. And over time, those roots will shoot left and right and they'll grow a new plant. So if I can get this whole thing from here up of mint growing and just growing right over the top, and then from there, just keep cutting off the top, I can use that mint, I can replant it, or I can just kind of maintain the plant. But that's a little update on the aquaponics. So let me pull a few out so we actually can see what we're looking at. This is one of the plants I just pulled out. So you can see the bottom's almost a little bit brown, dead. But up here, we have some roots hanging off. So all that's what's feeding the plant. And I will mention too, while I think about it, these were starting to grow, they're doing well. I never sprayed them for like a week. I sprayed them the one day, and I swear I got like an inch of growth that day. I don't know if it was coincidental or they need misted additional to the water that they're sitting in, because I don't want to do too much water. I want to see if this work even to begin with. But you definitely can spray these and they help grow. And they're growing right up under this shop light. Nothing special. I don't know what the lighting is. They're LED shop lights, but these are growing, and this is what they look like whenever they're doing well. So don't touch them. You can spray them until you get those roots going. And now I could probably snip a little bit there, and I can push that in the gravel up right above the roots, and then hopefully I'll continue to grow this. I'll start pumping fish water from the tank in here instead of just water settling. The water in there was initially from the tank, but I want to get a constant source, and I want to actually do the aquaponics where they're working together. So I think that's about it for the part 2. I will do a part 3 what it looks like when I drill the holes and I add the gravel. But I want to kind of update you on this, show the depth and the growth, and that it actually worked, because I wasn't quite sure if it was going to work the first time around. So I don't want to say, hey, go do this, because I know it's working. As of now, I'm pretty confident this is going to work. Time will tell, so stay updated with this if you're going to try something like this out. If you have some recycled tubs, whatever this and that, go to the grocery store, buy some packs of mint, give it a fresh clipping, throw them in some water by a windowsill or under a light. You'll get some growth. So pretty cool. Even if I wasn't gonna put this in a fish tank, definitely happy with it. That might be the thumbnail, I'm not too sure. But let me turn this around, talk for a minute. Got some other stuff going on in the fish room, some things that I've been up to, but this is the update on the aquaponics project. But let's go ahead and talk for a second. All right, so kind of a new topic, but just things I've been up to. The fish room, as you know, everything behind me here, I have videos on all my stuff, my German blue rams I breed some angelfish, guppies, bristlenose plecos, and if you guys have been asking for the calicos and the super red long fin bristlenose plecos, they're not on the website. I don't really have them for sale yet, but I hope I do in the next few months. As of right now, I show them, but I only got 5 or 6. Just a little side note for you guys. I don't have enough to be selling them. I want to keep for myself and being a little selfish. But I have 0 adults. They came from a cross, so I don't have any parents that look just like them. So I gotta grow them up. I want to produce hundreds of them so I can sell them all the time and not sell like 6 and run out and not have any anymore. So those guys aren't on the website. People ask for them, but the super red bristlenose pleco standard fin are starting to sell on the website. So as the weather's warmer, I have some orders placed. I didn't forget about you guys. They're going out on Monday or Tuesday, as long as you guys confirm, but I already have payments from a few people, so those will be going out this week because I know it's some good weather. I don't know if we're going to have it for a while or if it's going to get cold again for a few months. So while I have the opportunity and I have the payment, I will ship those guys out. If you're on a waiting list, get back to me and I'll let you know if I have enough of them, because I don't want to tell 5 different people that want 6 or 10 of them that, okay, they're sending out and I only have 40. So something like that I don't want to run into. I'm going to sell to the people that already purchased them on the waiting list. I will get to you after those people. Just, I don't want to get ahead of myself, bite off more than I can chew, any of that stuff. But like I said about the fish room, it's all breeding for profit. So I enjoy the fish. These fish are my pets, but not many of these fish are my personal fish that I keep forever. They're breeders or things I'm growing out. I really enjoy it, but I'm breeding fish for profit in the fish room. It's kind of like my business. So along those lines of breeding for profit, not just breeding fish, kind of a separate topic, but I also posted some videos. I have bunnies, I have leopard geckos. I used to breed lovebirds and birds in the past. I had my big blue and gold macaw. He's my pet. He's not going anywhere. But those are all things that I've bred for profit. So I like to spread it out. When I'm not selling fish, I'm selling something else. But I've been doing this YouTube and the other breeding for about 3 years now, and kind of documenting it and trying to make it profitable. And I've been selling some stuff. So my leopard geckos, as of today, I went to a reptile show and I sold all my racks. I sold the last of my geckos. It went really well, but over a year span, the geckos are awesome. They're a great hobby, but they weren't really producing me any money. So as for now, I got out of that. I think I'm selling the rest of my bunnies and my cages. I know some of you guys probably don't care about this, but I do post videos on them. Here and there, they don't get a lot of views, but I'm sharing everything. And that goes on to my next topic, my channel. It's called Pittsburgh Pets. I like it because early on, I wasn't sure what to pick, things like that. I like that it says Pittsburgh, so you guys know where I'm from. But I want to maybe change that name, and that's what this kind of talk and question to you guys is. Do you think I should change my YouTube channel's name? My business here, Biancos Fish, Biancos School of Fish, kind of tying together to my family business name. If you think I should switch my YouTube to Biancos Fish or Biancos School of Fish, let me know below. I don't want to confuse people, I don't want to change this, but I don't want to wait 3 years from now and it be growing a lot and people are like, you don't even sell pets, you just sell fish, which they can be your pets, but you know what I mean. It'd be nice to have fish in my title, and I don't know if that would confuse you guys, if you wouldn't like it, if you would prefer me to change it. So something I've been thinking about for the last year or so, but now I'm really starting to full on breed fish, focus on the fish maintenance. So let me know what you guys think. That's kind of my question to you. Should I switch my name from Pittsburgh Pets to Biancos Fish? So I think I'm gonna do it, not sure how soon. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What's your favorite fish in the fish room? What do you guys want to see next? I love sharing things. I'm doing the aquaponics, but things in the fish room I enjoy a lot as of recently the most. And I know you guys like watching that stuff the most too. But that's enough of that, guys. I just want to kind of share that with you. I wanted to show you this stuff. I didn't want to make a video specifically about talking about these things, and I hope it makes sense. Sometimes I don't say things exactly what I'm trying to, but I think I said that all right. I'm switching things up. I'm breeding more fish. I'm not getting sidetracked with other things that I'm trying to breed that aren't bringing me any money. If anything, I'm breaking even. So the fish are working out. I want to focus on that. That's a goal. I got to really take a direction and head towards it hard. So hope you guys appreciate that. I know you guys love the guppy videos. So let's go ahead, end the video up. Let's look at some fish in the fish room. And if you guys haven't yet, go below, subscribe to the channel. Check out my website, biancosfish.com. It's starting to get warm. I'll be shipping fish again. So check that out. I'll be updating it soon whenever the weather's warmer on new pricing and new fish, all that good stuff. But thank you all for watching. As always, let's walk around a little bit and check out some fish. We got some guppy trios up here in the top tanks. The yellow half black fry and the hang-on breeder box are putting on some size. So I'm excited to watch these guys grow. Open up a tank, move them in, watch their colors start to take form. The 55-gallon wall tank is doing well. I got my new trio in here of my guppies breeding for profit in a 55-gallon tank. It's always kind of hard to get a shot of these guys, but they're doing well. They acclimated okay, they're still doing well. I have some fry in there from the last fish. No new babies yet, but go ahead, check out that video. My shrimp, which aren't on the website yet, they're still doing really good. I've been selling them locally. I think that I might put these guys on the website. Let me know what you think. Looking really good right now. There's a ton of algae wafers underneath them right now. These rams are ready to start moving to a larger tank, growing them out. These are the super red bristlenose plecos that I do have and I am selling. So I've been fasting these guys yesterday and today, and they will be going out on Monday, depending when you guys watch this video. I don't feed these guys for 2 or 3 days before they go out. If anything, I lower the amounts of food over a day or two, then I cut food strictly before I ship, and I ship them in clean water, not fish tank water. So those guys are really nice fish. I know they're not long fins. People get excited and ask about long fins, but the super reds are awesome, and you can cross those to long fins in the future and you'll get a little bit of both. This is another tank of the super reds. They're a little bit younger, but I still got some big guys in there. And I did pull the parents, so that way I know I only have babies in here. The babies can focus on eating and growing. And these guys have a little bit of food, but they're ready to start shipping out in the next couple of days. So they'll be going out a day after, and I'll start cutting food back on those guys. The red pair in here, I'm waiting for some babies, but there's some purple delta guppies. Some more purple reds in here. I need to go through and sort these guys. They're kind of just starting to colony breed, so the top tanks are harder to keep a close eye on, or at least to get in and out of. If they'll let us see them, it'll focus in. These are those like purple painteds where they get some splashes of yellow and orange. So I really like them. I know people ask for the pure strains, but in my eyes, this is a pure strain. They're producing purples, and they have the consistent tails, which I'm trying to maintain the tails, the body shape, the purple, but I'm also trying to add some color. So that's not accidental, that's all intentional. So that's definitely working out the way I wanted to. I got more of them in this tank. The angels that I showed at the beginning are growing well. They're eating flake food, pelleted food, wafers, a little bit of baby brine shrimp, but in the next few weeks I'm ready to cut that completely out of their diets. The more fish eat live foods and frozen foods, I think eventually they get more prone to sickness and they get very picky. So I'm going to cut that out of their diet. They'll be in just guppy flake, wafers, pellets, all that good stuff. And they will be moving over to the 55 where we started with the aquaponics. I'll wrap this video up, guys. Wasn't really planning on doing a fish tour or anything like that. But walking around showing you some stuff, because I don't want to just talk in a video and not show any fish. But I'll wrap it up with the germ blue rams, because I'm sending some of these guys out on Monday. If you guys are looking for pairs or groups, I personally think buying a 6-pack is your best bet. You'll get a pair out of it, absolutely. And you know, if you lose any over the experience of keeping them, or any of our mistakes, you'll have some more fish to work with, and you won't be stuck with just one germ blue ram. But thank you all for watching, guys. Please comment below, let me know what you think. If you guys are going to try out the aquaponics, let me know. What do you think is the best way? How are you doing it? Is there a budget? Are you going to go all out and buy a bunch of stuff and build stuff? Or are you going to kind of use things laying around, kind of do a little DIY project, which is all good. But I will see you guys next time. Thank you all for watching. Comment below, like I said. Hit the like button, subscribe. Check out my website at biancosfish.com. Thank you as always, and you will see me soon.